Audio test. Video test. Audio test. Video test. All right. We have audio. We have video. Okay. Today's stream will be a little different. We'll be starting off a little different. Last night, we went on our first guild raid. Let me get away from this loud music. All right. Here's the flasks that I was hoping to get before the raid last night. But I made a mistake. Instead of giving her the materials last night so she could quickly make them, I sent them to her in the mail. All right. So, last night we went on our first raid. If you want to know what those are flasks. They're very expensive. At first I thought I was going to buy 3 of them, and they were about almost 9,000 gold, which is about 15% of my entire gold. I've got 60,000 gold. They're between 8,000 and 9,000. So I went out and farmed all the materials, but my alchemist can't make them yet. All right, now I'm a little annoyed. My music sounds way down. I'll keep the dialogue up. Go ahead. All right. So, we went on our first raid, and I did get a drop. Here's the results on the first boss. We one-shot the first boss. As you can see, I finished DPS just above the tanks and healers. Actually, this tank beat me. So I knew going in that my gear is not going to be as good as everybody else's. I've run one heroic. Some of these guys are already in mythics. But I made it through the first boss. We one-shot it, and I got these pants. Definitely not my stats. Crit and mastery are not my stats. My stats are haste and versatility. But these are 355s. These are 325s. So it was a big upgrade. It bumped me up 2 points. Now I know item level's not everything. DPS is. Now obviously, one of the tanks beat me in DPS, the Death Knight. Here's all the DPSers. 7.1 Monk, 6.8 Shadow Priest, 6.4 Hunter, 6.2 Warlock, 5.4 Hunter, Tank, Death Knight Tank, and then me. Now the nice thing is, you see me on this list over here of damage taken? I didn't take a lot of damage. Only one hunter and this druid, who doesn't even show up on the damage meters. That's interesting. So my goal in any boss fight in a raid is to do as much damage as I can, because that's what I'm there for, and to take as little damage as I can. In other words, I want to do the mechanics correctly. I want to avoid the damage. I don't want to put any pressure on the healers. So, my DPS, not very good. Avoiding damage, pretty good. And actually, I'm going to show you I didn't stream it, but I did YouTube it. My YouTube name is Blazar Space Gaming instead of just Blazar Gaming. "20 minutes in" is when we started that first fight. About 20 minutes in. Here's the trash. I came in 5th in the trash. Again behind the tank, but let's try that again. All right. At this point, you can see up here, I've got my flask, got my food. Oh, sorry about the... Ah, that guy just blasted me with... See, in this fight, if you get the debuff, you want to run to the outer ring and drop your blood. Now, this was my first mistake. I ran right across in front of the tank. See the blue marker over there? They put that blue marker saying that's where we're to drop our blood and that's where the tank's going to go. And I ran right across in front. That was my first mistake. So that was a bunch of damage I should not have taken, that I could have avoided. Now I see it's on me, so I'm going to drop it back here. Well, it was a different thing. That's a conal attack that you want to try to direct away from the raid. I mistook it as... And see, again, I was too close. So twice, I made the same mistake twice. I hate making the same mistake twice. And even there, I ran across in front of the boss. You never want to get in front of a boss. Tanks are made to take those hits from a boss. But if you run across in front of the boss just as he swings, and you're not a tank, not good. So that one I avoided. So I didn't make the same mistake 3 times. I hate making the same mistake twice. So now we're going into phase 2. Ads. Ads is our deal now. I'm very slow at picking up the ads. I need to get better at that. Trying to do him damage is a waste of time because he's got 99% resistance. Got to stay out of the red stuff. I wasn't sure. It wasn't until this point that I realized the tank was going clockwise instead of counterclockwise. So I really should have moved around counterclockwise, but at this point I realized, oh, okay, he's going the other way. So I had to run around to pick him back up. And again, this whole phase is about the ads. Not letting them get to you. If one of those blue globs gets to you and blows up, it can knock you and all the people around you off of this elevator. As you can see, the elevator is going down. And it's a long ways down. The tank started picking up speed here, making it tougher for... And then at the bottom, the boss knocks us all off. So we've still got to get rid of these ads. Because they're dropping that blood everywhere. And we wouldn't have any of that if we'd gotten the ads down, but I soaked that one. You can run right through it and it'll explode. I took that ad out. I have to figure out which way the tank's going and not get between him and the boss. I've got the plasma discharge, so I'm moving this stuff way away from everybody. And here I'll go, running in front of the boss again, which you just do not do. I just didn't want to run through a lot of that red stuff because it takes a lot of damage. Now, I'm pretty far away from the rest of the raid here. I'm not taking any damage, so the healers don't have to take care of me, but... So I finally decided to go move back to where the rest of the raid is. I got knocked into the blood stuff. I soaked that ad. I've got the stuff on me, so I'm going to go fill in the holes. Nice thing about getting this is I've got Ghost Wolf, so I can move really fast and jump really far. So the off tank came and soaked that one. I was trying to get a bead on it so I could take it out, but the off tank's running around taking out the blue globs. those people are moving way too slowly to go get the red stuff out of here. We're getting less and less space to work in. But the boss is down pretty low at this point, which is a good thing. See, that person's moving slowly or not going anywhere. But that's okay. We've almost got him down now. Healers are doing a wonderful job. Tanks are doing a wonderful job. Even with all the mistakes everybody's making, we're doing fine. I'm going and filling in all the spots. I can't find a way back over. But we took him out, so it didn't matter. I finished. My DPS finished behind the main tank, which is not good, but you don't see me on the damage taken list. So that was the first fight. Overall, I was happy. I didn't die. I didn't take too much unnecessary damage. I did make several mistakes, but it did not cost the raid to wipe. See how loud that music is? I've got it almost turned off. It's crazy. All right. And that's how I ended on the... when your flame shock does more damage than your lava burst, then you know you're moving around an awful lot. Did more damage than lava burst and earth shock. Because it's a dot. Now, let's see. My fire elemental did some damage. And my earth elemental did some damage. But yeah. So overall, I didn't take a whole lot of damage, but you saw the first two charges. I took those and I didn't have to. So I could have finished even lower. And yeah. All right. So that was the first fight. Again, you could go see the whole thing on my YouTube channel if you want. The second fight, Mother. We picked up a whole bunch more people. So some of these names you don't even see in that first battle. And I did finish ahead of one DPS, two DPSs. Now, that might be a healer. Nope, not a healer. Mistweaver's the healer, Magdiana. So I finished ahead of these two DPSers. They must have died early. Let's go see. Let's go see. All right. At about 50 minutes in, we faced Mother, I think. Nope, we're already fighting Mother. 48 minutes in. Okay. So, yep, it took us a while to get started on this fight because we brought some more people in, you can see. We had one DPS switch to healing to get more. No. We've got a paladin, we've got a shaman, we've got a monk. Healer. We got a death knight and a bear, druid. You see, I jumped from my fire into somebody else's, so that was scary. That's why I quickly switched to Ghost Wolf so I could move faster. Brought out my fire elemental. Now the wind's blowing us across the room. My fire elemental doesn't seem to be affected. It's easy to get out of the fire. You don't want to stand in the fire. Now people are crossing through. That's why we're taking damage. People are crossing through the barrier from room 1 to room 2. There's 3 rooms. You'll hear me banging on my keys a lot because I'm trying to set off either flame shock or earth shock while I'm in the middle of casting one of my other spells. What killed me there was they didn't interrupt one of the every time you pass through the barrier, every time a person passes through the barrier, it spawns an ad. That ad will try to cast a big dot on the entire raid. So you have to interrupt it. So they missed an interrupt. We took a lot of damage. And me being one of the lower health characters and not quite muscle memory on my health stones and healing potions. I went down and used my reincarnation. So now I'm in the second room. I'm just spamming. I'm just trying to tab target and wind shear, trying to make sure I interrupt casts. So I'm not really doing any damage here. I'm just trying to keep the ads from... Now in this room we have lasers we have to worry about. So the laser passes by. Then the fire. We've still got the fire. We've still got the wind, but we've got lasers. We get ads from people passing through. But the boss is over here now, so we don't have to worry about the ads. But we still have wind. We still have fire. The reason the wind is bad is it pushes you towards... I forgot the beams there, but luckily I was in the right place. Completely forgot about the lasers. But because I was standing in the right spot, I didn't get hit. I'm trying to get my rotation down. We got the wind trying to blow us. Now we got the lasers right in the middle of the wind. But at least it was on the side where the boss was, so I saw it coming. This is our first attempt on Mother. I've got to... I'm trying to do my rotations, trying to avoid the wind blowing me in. Even though my horn, which is GTFO ad, is telling me to look for the lasers. That's what that horn is, that beep. GTFO is an ad. The horn blows, lets me know I need to look for the lasers. But it hadn't registered in my mind yet that that's what that's talking about. That's what that's telling me. See, the horn went off. I look, there's the lasers. As long as the lasers are in front of me, I'm okay. When they're behind me is when I forget about them. But you got to remember, this is my first raid in 7 years. So I'm just trying to do my best. Healers are doing great. We've got 3 people down. I don't know if they've got hit by lasers or... Here's the lasers during the wind. See, Affliction Warlocks are awesome in this fight because all their dots. Now, the raid leader completely forgot. The raid leader completely forgot that we needed to be moving to the next room. So we never got the first group. We were in 3 groups. These guys went across first. These guys went across second from room 1 to 2. I was in the 3rd group. And then this was the 4th group. We managed the room 1 to 2 correctly. Except for that one interrupt that was missed that caused me my life, and I used reincarnation. Here, the raid leader just completely forgot. And everybody else forgot too. Everybody is trying to do the mechanics correctly, not remembering that we had to go to room 3. So, that's what happened here. The raid wiped because we never did move to room 3. Even I forgot about it. And I've watched many, many people do this fight. So, that first attempt on Mother was our best attempt. Let me go over the ship over here real quick. Get my followers, put my followers to work. Hopefully I got the bonus. Yes, I did. So I just picked up 450 rep with Proudmoore Admiralty. Champions of Azeroth. %92% chance. Sounds good to me. Unless I can get a 200% chance. Oops, not with him. This is good. This gives me 425 rep with Champions of Azeroth, and if I get the bonus, which is a 92% chance, I get 425 more. Which is really good because... Wait a minute. Let's see. This one's Storm's Weight. Oh, okay. He's the only one I've got left. Except for a couple of these people. But I don't think they're going to be enough. Only a 75% chance. Nah. So my current rep with Champions of Azeroth is here. So this is going to give me 850 more. That's good. I want to get to Revered so that I can add 15 more points to my eye level. All right. So this is the fight Mother. The first attempt at Mother. There we go. First attempt at Mother. Where we forgot to clear the room. Forgot to go to the third room. I came in 8th on DPS. This guy and this guy must have been two of the dead people. I'm guessing one of the healers. Died. One of the healers died. Because they did almost no healing. That's just my guess. No. There's our 3 healers. So there was a third person who died, but I'm not sure what their role was. So I came in, well, the tank, the main tank came in 5th place on DPS. Beating 3 of us DPS, well, 5 of us DPSers. On our second attempt, trying to remember what happened to us on the second attempt. I died pretty early, and since my DPS is kind of low, and I didn't have reincarnation back up, I don't think. So I didn't get very far on our second attempt. I had to watch a lot of it on the second attempt. Let's go see what happened on the second attempt. I died in the first room. All right. Oh, on the, yeah, no rewards yet. Let's see where we started the next attempt on Mother. Okay, at 110 we're not fighting. Okay, at 115 we are. All right. Let's see what happens. Okay, yeah. Yeah, this shaman, she took a wrong turn and ended up exiting the raid. And since her war mode was turned on, she got ganked by a bunch of horde. Because this raid is over in horde territory. I've got my war mode turned off, so I don't worry about the enemy players. But now we've got everybody back in. This is our second attempt on Mother. They know not to stay in the second room that long. Everybody knows that's what happened to us. You can't really blame the raid leader for that mistake because out of all of us, somebody should have remembered, hey, we can't stay here. But nobody said anything on voice chat, Discord. We just forgot. I think we were so happy we were patting ourselves on the back that we'd made the transition from room 1 to room 2. And everything was going really well. It just completely slipped everybody's mind. And a few of these guys, 3, maybe 4, actually raid with other guilds. So some of these guys have experience already doing these. There's the people that went through, first group made it through. There's the last one of the first group. We take damage every time somebody goes through. They must have missed. See how... Okay, this one was a wipe. This one must have been an attempt. This one was a wipe. I thought our second attempt... I wonder if that was the third attempt. Yeah, that was the third attempt because I was doing real well and they missed an interrupt on the ads. And that's what wiped us. So let's see if I can find the second attempt. Okay. Yeah, this is the second attempt because I'm dead. Let's see where it starts. All right. So the raid details is still showing the first attempt where I came in 8th. Here's our second attempt. I got to try to figure out here what killed me. In our second attempt. Maybe I'm too far away from the raid and I'm not getting hit by chain heals or... So far, so good. There's the wind. I'm trying to do my instant cast, but I'm facing away from the boss, so it was hard. All right, the first group passed through. I am a bit away from the raid, but within reach of every healer. I could be closer. I should be closer to the middle of the room for that reason right there. Okay, I'm taking some flame damage because I was... No, we're getting tick damage from somewhere else. They must have missed an interrupt because the whole raid took some damage, not just me down there near the fire. So I'm healed back up. Oh, there it goes again. They missed another interrupt. The raid survived, but I didn't. My health stone was on cooldown, but my healing potion wasn't. I should have popped a healing potion. Here's my healing potion. It's not on cooldown. My health stone is. And my defensive ability is not on cooldown either. So I had two things I could have done to help save my life there. I couldn't reincarnate because I'd already used it in the first fight. In the first attempt. So we really got to get better at handling those interrupts on those mobs. Every time somebody passes through the barrier, we take damage. When group 2 went through. I thought group 2 all jumped through at the same time. Too many of them went through at one time. It cost me my life. But that wasn't it. Now that I look at it closely, it was the missed interrupts. Probably have the least health of everybody in the raid. So they're doing well, even without my paltry DPS, my little tiny DPS. They're still doing okay. They just sent somebody through to room 3. Somebody else through room 3. I can tell by this. And every time a person goes through the barrier, it spawns one of those mobs. Oops, they obviously missed an interrupt, or too many people jumped through the gate. So now they're about to wipe. So they either missed an interrupt, and that's why it went tick, tick. I think that's what it was. Or too many people jumped through the barrier at one time, which would be tick, 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 tick. But I think they missed another interrupt. And that's how we wipe group 4. Or attempt 2 on Mother. that's why I'm way down here. I died early on. And if you die and your healing potion and your defensive cooldown are not on cooldown, that's my mistake. If I had popped either one of those or both, I would not have died on that attempt. Now, I still would have died later when the whole raid wiped. But I could have survived that attempt too. If I just hit my healing potion and my... You know, I really should be using... I should be using these instead of those. Those are good if I'm a healer and because it gives both mana and health. As a DPS, I don't need mana. So I've been using these when I shouldn't have. I should have been using these. These would be good for me to give to one of the healers. All right. So attempt 3. Well, we saw that a minute ago. It went real fast. I was in 6th place, DPSing, when they missed an interrupt on the first people going through. The first group that went through, they missed an interrupt. And we wiped. 1 minute and 18 seconds. Attempt 4, same thing. We missed an interrupt. I was 7th in DPS before we missed the interrupt. Attempt 5, they changed some things around. Let's see if we can go find that one. So the next one lasted a minute. I don't know why this is taking so long. I've got gigabit internet. So we're probably getting ready for attempt 4. What I should have done was let's see what details looks like. It'll be easier to find in YouTube. Hope you guys are finding this interesting. All right. Attempt number 5. We've got the monk on top. So we got monk, warlock, druid, or mage, druid, hunter, tank. I guess I don't have to log out. It'll automatically log me out. So it's not this attempt. Must be YouTube slow at sending stuff to us, because it's not my gigabit internet. It's not this one. Well, it might be. I don't know. It's hard to tell. We need monk, warlock, not hunter. I don't want to go too far because then I'll get into the next attempt. We're in the third room here. And then we die. Ah, okay, yeah. This one we didn't have enough DPS on. So this was the 6th attempt. It took too long. Sixth attempt took 6 minutes and 39 seconds. It took too long. We didn't have enough DPS in that final room. So that was this one. It took 6 minutes. So let's drop back to about here. Now, we actually need to go back. This is the beginning of that 6th attempt. So, let's go back to here. See, where are we? 30? All right, we're in the first room. Okay, so we're close. All right. Let me take a quick break, get me some water to drink, and I'll show you guys our 5th attempt. I didn't show you the ones before this one because they were just 1 minute. Missed to interrupt. Wipe the raid. Guess it's kind of quiet. Yeah. When I take a break, it doesn't have to be this quiet. Let's give you That was Miss CC Mason doing Radar Love, which was a song by Golden Earring back in the 70s? 1970s? I don't know. Back when I was a teenager, I guess. CC Mason. I would usually say she's a California girl who's a model, and she used to be a streamer, but she's just gotten too busy in her modeling and music and stuff. She lives in London now. She's a fashion model. She does everything. And she's brilliant. She's a pretty blonde. All right. So, here's our 5th attempt. At Mother. He changed some things around. We have an extra healer now. This person's a healer now. Nope. We hadn't changed anything yet. The only healers I see is Paladin and still just 3 healers. So I guess it's the next attempt that we went to 4 healers. Here's attempt number 5. There's really not much healing to be done except on the tanks until people start passing through the barrier. Then they start healing. And I don't know why I like staying over here on the left. I guess I like this angle. But I really should stay more in the middle. Because if the wind, see the wind's blowing me towards the fire. They must have missed an interrupt over there because the entire raid took a lot of damage. But we survived it. So even in this second room, we've got the wind and it called purifying flames, but we didn't get them. That must have been a bug. At least I didn't see them. Here comes the beams, but I completely forgot about it, I think. Yep, I haven't moved to the middle where everybody else is. I completely forgot about the silly beams. I completely forgot position because I was so busy. But I do have reincarnation available. So the first group just went into room 3. There, I remembered reincarnation. So I jumped up. But they must have had issues with interrupts. So now I need to head through because I'm in group 3 and should already be across. Now, I didn't get out of the way of the lasers, but it didn't kill me. So that must have been a bug. But people jumping through unless it was just a delayed damage. But this is where he decides to pick up another healer. But you know, if we get those interrupts on those ads, there's not a whole lot of damage that you take in this fight. If you do the mechanics right, the only time you take damage is when somebody jumps through the shield. And that can be manageable as long as you don't have 10 people jump through at the same time. It's those interrupts on those ads. Oh, this is where they were asking about repairs. And I had this thing, I didn't know what it did, called an anvil. So I threw the anvil out there, but it didn't do repairs. I wasn't sure what it did. I guess it's something a blacksmith can use. All right. Let's see. Let's move up a little bit. So they had somebody. Okay, this shaman here switched to heals. So group 1's made it through. I'm always in this position over here because I like this angle to see the boss. And it works out pretty good when the winds come from behind me. So now I'm in room 2. I'm hitting my interrupt as often as it'll let me. And then occasionally I hit my escape key by accident instead of tab. Escape is right above my tab, and I reach too far sometimes. I could move escape. I've still got some keys I'm not using. See, I hit it again. Hit escape. I remember in the beams. I just got to equate in my head that beep means beams from GTFO. I'm still not using any of my stuff. I've got health potions, I got health stone. I've got defensive cooldown. Ah! There I go. Whew. I keep hitting escape. I've got to move my escape key. But we made it to the third room. We got to kill that mob, interrupt it, kill it. The ad, I mean. We've got several people down. That's why we didn't have enough DPS to finish this one. We hit heroism. I hit escape again. Escape again. I was in the right place, luckily, again. I didn't hear my horn blowing. Well, yeah, I think I did. I just... making all kinds of mistakes. We just didn't have the DPS at this point because we had too many people down. Turn around, don't walk backwards. That time I remembered the beams from the horn blowing. Needless to say, the room went up in flames because we didn't have enough DPS up. See, I forgot, but it didn't kill me. I got lucky. I forgot the beams. And they missed me. That was scary because there were so many flame. The room will set on fire. And there it goes. We had too many DPS down. I survived through the whole thing, but phew, I kept hitting escape. I kept hitting my escape key. I'll show you why. Yeah, let me do this first real quick. So this was that 7th attempt. That was the 6th attempt where we took 6 minutes and 39 seconds, but we didn't have enough DPS. And again, the tank beat me, but some of our best DPSers were dead. Birdie the mage, Dreadlock the warlock. our enhancement shaman. Those 3 DPSers were down. I survived and still managed to come in behind the tank and DPS. The off tank. And the main tank. Main tank's pulling 7k DPS. That's awesome. Off tank 5k. So the next fight we won. We're going to see that in a second. Again, I came in DPS behind the tanks, but I beat Druid. He must have died early or something. So we'll see that next. But I want to show you this. Here's my escape key. I'll move escape over here. Keyboard escape. So now my escape's on the far side. See, here's my tab key. So every time I tried to tab, not every time, but sometimes when I tried to tab, I was overstriking it. Maybe I should also make this tab. Have a tab. This is just because everything's going... It's because I'm not comfortable. Everything's chaos and crazy because I hadn't raided in 7 years. Now, let's find the fight we actually won. Once I get more comfortable and settle down, come on, YouTube. All right, here's our next attempt. We just begun. No, let me back up. All right, we're about to begin. Our final attempt. Or not, yeah, our winning attempt. I've got my food buff. I'm telling myself to relax, quit hitting the escape button, quit panicking. And then I just mentioned my blood pressure is way up. I could feel it. I could feel my blood pressure, my heart rating, my heart rate was up, my blood pressure was up. I kept telling myself, relax, relax. I don't need that yet. Relax. I'm a little more towards the middle now, which is good. I should always be in the middle here. I guess that's what that mark's for. Try to stay in the middle, because you never know which way the wind's going to come from. The first group's going through. And I really wish they'd stagger that more. They had 4 people go through pretty quickly there, so they got 4 ads to deal with. I went through way early. I'm supposed to go group 3, and I think I went in the middle of group 2. And for some reason, I was having trouble with my left hand again. I put out my AoE stun to help. All the ads are stunned. I'm pretty much just trying to keep spamming wind shear until it comes off cooldown. We don't want these ads to cast. They have a 2-second cast. We've got lasers. And we've got mobs that need interrupting. We could be better about when we come through. But we had enough players over here, we took the mobs down quickly. We got the interrupts. Everybody's at full health. Like I said, you really don't take much damage at all, except for when you pass through the barrier. You could do this fight with very little damage taken, as long as you're interrupting those ads. And a whole bunch of people went through, so everybody went down to about half health. They need to stagger that a little better. Now I'm going to make my way over and go through. I saw him going, so I stopped. Whoa, I'm too close to the flames down here. So I ghost wolfed away. We've still got mobs that need interrupting, and that's hard to do. I forgot about, but it didn't kill me. So it got a little crazy there. I need to remember to use health stones, health potions. I did use my defensive cooldown. You can see it's on cooldown. We've got these mobs we've got to interrupt and get rid of. There's lasers. We've lost a couple of people. The boss takes 100% more damage here. We've still got 3 people down. To the right, to the right. If laser's in front of me, it's easy to see. We've just got to wail on the DPS. Because he takes double the damage in the third room. To the left. It's about 25%. I don't know how much time we have before the room blows up. I'm not even on the DPS chart. I don't know where this mob came from. That's strange. Nobody came through the barrier. So we've got wind. We got lasers. They got one of the DPSers up. Finally. It was kind of a late call. And we got him. That's right where I mentioned my blood pressure's through the roof. So we got Mother. It was sloppy. And like I said, you could really... There's a whole lot of damage you don't have to take. I didn't get anything on this except one of those crafting pieces. And I think you get one of those crafting pieces on every boss. So there. Okay, escape's over here now. So, I ended up 10th place in DPS. Just behind the off tank. There's the main tank doing way more DPS. This is the one they brought up at the end. They rezzed at the end to help us with the DPS. Battle rezzed. So even though I stayed alive through the whole fight, it was just crazy hectic. I'll get more comfortable and I'll get better. As long as they let me keep going. We one-shot the Fetid Devour. There we go. Again, I'm last place in DPS behind the off tank and the main tank. But the good thing is, I've got this part down. I'm avoiding damage, but to the detriment of my DPS. I'm avoiding damage to the detriment of my DPS. So I'm not a burden on the healers, but I'm not getting enough DPS. This fight took 4 minutes and 47 seconds. So, we went through some trash. All right, we're past the trash. We're taking a break. They gave us a bathroom break. We one-shot this guy. Let's see where it starts. Not yet. All right, it started. Let me back up a little bit. Back up a little more. I'd like to see the pull. Here we go. Nope, not the pull. Back up a little more. All right. Here we go. Here's our first attempt on the Fetid Devourer. Our first and only attempt. It's after 10 p.m. Put out my totems. Get me in position. Start my rotation. See, I take way too long to do all that. I should have had my totems down. I got this on me, so I pulled away from the group. And then I was kind of in a bad place to miss the miasma. I should have run the other way. So I got 2 stacks on me. One because he targeted me, and one because I got hit by his breath. I avoided the next breath, but I'm real slow about getting targets selected and having trouble targeting. I got the miasma again, so I'm moving away from everybody. Now I've got to dodge his breath, which happened to be in a different direction. I got lucky this time. I was unlucky that first time because his breath was in the same place I ran away with the miasma, whatever that. And I've lost targeting too often. Got the miasma on me. I need to move away. Oops, I need to get out. Alright, so we got the DPS to take out his healing stuff. That's good. Yeah, I was concerned about if we had enough DPS to take out the 2 ads each time. But we seem to be doing just fine with it. The miasma's on me again, just as they hit heroism. I need to be DPSing through heroism. But I'm not. You hear me rattling the keys, trying my best to at least my totems are still out, which means I did something right. How are we going to get... I got hit anyway. See, for the cone attack, you want to be closer to him, but I guess I should have just stood there and kept DPSing this thing, since there was no way to get out of his cone from this far away. It covered the entire end of the room. Now I should be using... Okay, good. I did use my defensive cooldown. Blood pressure. Talking about my blood pressure again. It was sloppy. Ooh, we had 4 people down. I don't know from what. I was making tons of mistakes, but again. All right. Oops. So, that was the Fetid Devour. The tank and the off tank beat my DPS again. But as far as taking damage, again, I guess it's time to... So I'm doing good. Well, I'm doing okay at mechanics. I'm avoiding damage. It just happens that my DPS suffers a lot because of it. Some of these guys may just ignore mechanics, trusting the healers, and do lots and lots of damage. I want to do both. I want to be low in damage taken, so I'm not a burden, and I want to be higher on DPS, so that I'm contributing more. Yes, I did 1.26 million, and that helped. But I need to do better. And it'll go up as I get more gear. Our first Vectus attempt. I'll show you the third one. It was our best. But I don't think we exactly know what we're doing here. He had us all bundled in one group behind the boss and the 2 tanks in front of the boss. Okay, I did better than a couple of the DPSers, but the main tank and the off tank were way up in the DPS. So I didn't come in last. And again, I'm way down at the bottom as far as damage taken. Let's see. Yeah, I've been forgetting to shift this for each one. All right. Yep, I'm still way back on damage taken. But our last attempt, before we called it, Alt Tab. All right, there's our run back. Tons then. The rest of us have to get away from them. So he puts a contagion, a virus, or omega vector on a couple of us. And you never want omega vector on both omega vectors on one person. Then the omega vector jumps. Yeah. it puts 1 or 2 omega vectors out there. It puts, let's see, you could have anywhere from 10 to 35 people. So I'm guessing we're getting 2 omega vectors. When do we start? I know at 250 we're going at it, I think. Yeah, we're going to start any minute now. So there's this thing. We get a couple of them. We don't want it jumps to somebody else. You don't want yours to jump to somebody who already has it. I got to read up on this one. He has us all grouped together and the 2 tanks on the other side of the boss. And the bosses you don't ever want to get. The bosses. The tanks. The 2 tanks. You never want to get. Oh, once the omega thing jumps, it drops off a dot on you. Contagion or something. I don't know. And that can keep stacking and stacking and stacking. The more of those that drop on you. And you never want the tanks to get that. So, he wants us all close together. We've got a hunter way out to the right. There's an ad that comes from we're really not bunched together like he wants us to be. And when you get the omega vector, we just kind of confused what to do about it. See, it's on me, and I don't really know what to do. Gestate. Nobody healed me, so I died on the gestate. So I reincarnate. Either that or they just killed me outright. I think you're supposed to be DPS down to 50% to get out of the gestate. No, they're supposed to be able to knock you out of it. And see, I should be popping. Oh, all my stuff's on cooldown. My health stone, my health potion. I think the way gestate works is you're inside the gestate bubble and you're stunned. You can't do anything. One DPSer can turn around and shoot at you, so you're mind controlled, or they're shooting at the gestate bubble, I don't know, but it can knock you out of it. But at that point, you need to be healed up. And I don't think they were healing up the gestate people. So that was our last attempt of the night, I think. Yeah, pretty sure. We got 3 bosses down, so we were content. We've got to figure out that omega vector thing. What is all of that? That looks crazy over there. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Let's see, where am I? Oh, I'm still on the boat. Hope you guys enjoyed that explanation of our first raid attempt. We one-shot the first boss. We 7-shot the next boss, Mother. And then we one-shot Fetid Devour. And then we made 3 attempts at Vectus. There's some stuff to send to my druid. It was fun, but phew, it was nerve-wracking. Fun, but nerve-wracking. And as I said, I got this on the first boss. Leggards of Coalescing Plasma, which gave me crit and mastery. Alright, let's check the world map. I don't have 40 Winter's Kiss on me. It thinks I do.
Shall we talk business?
Okay. I did have it on me at one point, but I sent them to a lady in the guild who made me these 3 flasks for next week's raid. See, I never used bandages. Bandages are a good thing to use too. Alright, so until next week, I can put this back here, move my health stone up there. Like I said, it was fun, and I got 3. I guess every boss doesn't drop. No, every boss does drop. Maybe. I got 3 of these Sanguis cells, which I don't know what they're for. Oh, Legion. Started to say, we don't use necklaces anymore. A jewel crafter has no use of the sanguine thingies. Are they soulbound? Yep. That's terrible. Jewel crafting in Colterra unless the Kraken Eye requires it. And I don't know where the Kraken Eye recipe comes from, or design spec comes from. $325 belt. I think I'm fine. What is my biggest weakness? My biggest weakness is I'd like 340 on these, but I'm 320 cloak, 320 bracers. So cloak and bracers. Cloak and bracers. And of course, Champions of Azeroth. Reputation. And these. An axe. I don't need an axe. I'm not an enhancement shaman. 200 war resources. Let's go do this. Let's go get Champions of Azeroth. Reputation. Champions of Azeroth reputation. I did remember to use a couple of augments in the raid. Augments are these things. Increase my intellect by 60 for 1 hour. I've got 12 of them left. And for next week, I'll have 3 flasks. I usually come into this place from the water. Hey, Mega Maniac. You gonna be on today, or you working, or? I forgot to. I forgot to absorb. Forgot to do this on that elemental. Being busy is good. Busy is good. We raided last night. We got down 3 of the bosses. We one-shot the first boss. Took us 7 attempts on the second boss. We one-shot the third boss. And then we made 3 attempts at the 4th boss before we called it a night, because it was 11 o'clock at that point. So, overall, the raid leader was... We got started at about 8:20. About 8:20. He wasn't happy with the late people, but that's why he kept us up. That's why he kept us up later. He goes, "You guys show up late, I'm gonna keep you late." That's why I went to 11 instead of 10:30. He'd like to pull at 8 p.m. But not everybody was there at 8 p.m. Oh, I don't get anything for that, since it was the Horde that pulled it. But I think I forgot to zap this one. Yep. It was hectic. I could feel my blood pressure going up a couple of times just because it was so crazy. Oh, I can zap it. It was chaotic, but it was fun. I recorded it all on YouTube. On my YouTube channel. And I actually this morning on my stream, we went through all the fights and went through my damage meters, and so I did that all on stream this morning. I showed all the fights, showed all the mistakes I made. Alright, let's bring out the big guns. I recorded the entire raid on YouTube. And went over each fight, showing it on the stream. You working today, or? You gonna be on later today? You working today? I did pretty well at avoiding damage, but I did terrible at DPS. Even the tank, the main tank and the off tank were out DPSing me.
Shame that Azeroth is driving the elements out of control. More reason for us to be putting an end to this.
Whoa. Sea monster. Sea monster. Alright. Let's get over to Drustvar. Alright. I'm going to take a quick break. 2 minutes. Yes. Yes. I shared your message with the raid leader. Told him you'd be back next week. Here we go. You put this on and I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Yes, that is an Amy Winehouse song, sung by the winner of Norway's Got Talent. Named Angelina Jordan. She auditioned for Norway's Got Talent at the age of 7. Won it. She'd turned 8 by the time it was over with. She won it at the age of 8. And yeah, she loves singing American classic jazz, and she just sings a lot of jazz and stuff. I think she's 12 years old now. I don't even think she's 13 yet. All right. She's the next Amy Winehouse. She's from Norway. All right. Don't need gloves. I did get a piece of gear last night. On the first boss, I got these pants on the first boss. I need haste and versatility, but I got crit and mastery. But that was the first boss. And I got 3 of these, which you use in crafting. So that was what I got on the first boss. 355 pants. 355 pants. Gloves. Orders of Embers. Orders of Embers. Champions of Azeroth. Need to fly to Aram Stand.
Midlander, eh?
Yeah, if you want to watch the entire raid, it's on my YouTube channel. Blazar Space Gaming. It was fun, but like I said, it was nerve-wracking. I could feel my blood pressure, my heart rate going up. But it was fun. I just hope they let me keep coming. My DPS was pretty bad. Tank and off tank beat me on some of the fights.
Some earth elementals have been infused with Azerite and are going crazy. Put them down and absorb their Azerite.
25%. Pretty good. Nobody wants to... Oh, I forgot to loot it. Hope everybody got what they needed from it. Stone. There we go. I thought there might be another miner out here. $87%. Oh. Yeah, these guys don't help. We need elementals. What? There we go. $92%. There's some oozes. 98%. One more. We've cleared this place out. Oh, there's some oozes. A little overkill, but
Shame that Azeroth is driving the elements out of control. More reason for us to be putting an end to this.
all right. Let's see what's next. I think that was the only belt. I don't need a belt. It's cape and wrists that I could upgrade. Cape and wrists. Cape and wrists. Cape and wrists. Hang on a second. Storm's Wake. Storm's Wake. Champions of Azeroth. Storm's Wake. Storm's Wake. Storm's Wake. Alright. So, Champions of Azeroth. That's where I need to go.
You mind your business, and I'll mind mine.
Always working on my Storms Champions of Azeroth rep. Get revered. If I get revered, I get 15 more points to this guy. Becomes 357. Well, it's about to be 358 real soon. It'll be 343 real soon. Only need 700 more Azerite to be 343. Borealis. Seventh Legion. Seventh Legion. Seventh Legion. Here's a cape, but it's a dungeon quest. Waist. Finger. Champions of Azeroth. That's where we'll go next. Gotta do my Champions of Azeroth stuff. Let's go climb the hill, across the waterfall.
Someone's drawing power from Azeroth in this area. You need to stop him. Only they were using their power to heal Azeroth instead of hurt her. Good work, champion.
That was fast. But now we got to take the boat to the other side. Stop and talk to my buddy Al Bundy down here.
Finest wares and coats here in a fight here. Proxy.
My old buddy Al Bundy, the shoe salesman.
Need help? Be careful.
Excuse me. All right. Closest flight path is Scale Trader. Scale Trader Post. And the flight guy is over here.
Good day to you.
Let's look while I'm here. Oh, I think I already did. There's a cape. Nope, that's a belt. The cape's here. Not worth the trouble. Seventh Legion. Wrist. Haste and Mastery. Guess we can go try it. 7th Legion. Tortola. 7th Legion. Champions of Azeroth. So we can do this one and this one. says 320 plus on the wrists. It would have to be a big plus. Actually, this place is closer. But that's okay. I'll run down there. There's something up there. Something rare. Down there is cool. Get all these T-Rexes. Oh yeah, I gotta climb this hill. Maybe.
I sense Azeroth nearby, and something drawing a great deal of power from it. You need to stop it.
200k, yeah, we can handle that. Hey, I saw him healing. We can't have any of that.
Excellent. I sense the power returning to Azeroth already.
All right. Let's go catch this flight path down here to the right. This is the hill. This is the hill that Mega Maniac jumped off of and died. Forgot to use his slow fall. It happens. Oh, there's a flight path I didn't know about. Did you see that? There's a flight path. I'm flying to here. And there's a flight path over here somewhere. Keep my eyes open as we fly over it. there should be... I tell you what's missing. Nah, it would make... I started to say, if there was an ability that you could root yourself, then when winds are blowing you, you can still stand still and cast. But that would probably be a little OP. A little overpowered. During the mother fight, she casts winds blowing from one end of the room, pushing you towards the other end of the room, which is on fire. You have to run against the wind. If you could root yourself. And I didn't see the flight path. Oh, I'm not there yet. Flight path's over here somewhere. There's a flight path around here somewhere. I should try to pick up. Just don't know where it is. Nope, I think it's over to my left on the other side of the hill there. This is all enemy territory. I could be wrong. There's a flight path somewhere that I don't have. This is one time that I don't need to give myself water walking. I'm running through a desert. Gotta start turning left here soon. Get around this obstacle. Go up there. Okay, they're humanoids. But they're not PvP humanoids. That's good. See if there's a second way up there.
The faithless are distracted. Rain death down upon them from the skies.
Humanoids. Okay. I don't see any PvPs, which is good. But I've got to get higher up. So I've got to go left. Okay.
Our scouts found this ancient Zandalari totem in one of the ruins. Let's see what it can do.
The faithless are distracted. Rain death down upon them from the skies.
This may not be a good idea. Nope. It was not a good idea at all. But I gotta get up there somehow. It must not be this way. So maybe it's this way. Yep, it's this way. Good. Glad they were just humanoids. So that's who I need. Nope. Oh. Yes, it is who I need. We're going to fly around and do a bombing run or something? I've got lightning bomb and over the shoulder. All right. What are we bombing? The place I just ran through? It's hard to see over this big thing.
They will know
Whoa!
their prize again.
Got some purple bracers.
We can enjoy
That was a very nice proc. That was a very nice upgrade. Like I said, it would have to be real good to replace this, because this is 93 haste and 48 versatility, which are my stats. But this is an upgrade. Of 10 intellect and 30-something stamina. So that gives me more health. I need more health. My health's kind of low for the raid. That was very good. What is that? It's a quest. I thought it was a quest. I can't pick it up or anything. All right. Now, how can I get over there without killing myself? Uh-oh. Ignore me, just passing through, just passing through.
Found this ancient Zandalari totem in one of the ruins. Let's see what it can do.
I think there's a flight path over here somewhere. Or back here somewhere. Or over there somewhere. I don't know. There's a flight path out here somewhere that I should get, but not sure exactly where it is. Yeah, don't need water walking in the desert. Do not need water walking in the desert. I want to try this. Get some gold. I am passing by. Seems to be above me. Fun stuff over there. I think that's where I'm going next. But I figured since I'm going past this,
Be careful. There's a threat nearby. Keep calm and strike it down before it can escape.
Bloodwing. He's still above me. Let's see how bad he looks. I think I'm right here. Yep. I have to wait. That guy just finished him off. Wait for him to come back. Long as he doesn't have a huge amount of health. Oh, I guess I gotta click on the...
I have word of a dangerous enemy near your position. Take it out, but be on your guard for any surprises.
Okay, he doesn't look so tough. Just in case. I'll give him a tank anyway. Oh, he's a lot tougher than he looked. Thought he only had about 50k health. He's got some good defenses. He was deceiving, deceptive.
The enemy has been wailing. It is a shame it had to end so violently.
I'll take the
But
free
you did
gold.
what had to be done.
Now, let's go do what we came over here to do. I think we're headed over there. Champions of Azeroth quests are usually Azerite. And that's Azerite.
Some earth elementals have been infused with Azerite and are going crazy. Put them down and absorb their Azerite.
You can have that one if you want it. You don't want it? 35%.
Azerite is driving the elements out of control. More reason for us to be putting an end to this.
Alright. I think I'm through here. Let's blow the whistle. See where it takes me. Ah, cool. Dwarfs. Dwarfs came to get me. Where am I? Ah, way over here. That's okay. Let's look at the last place I haven't looked at yet. 7th Legion. 7th Legion. 7th Legion. 7th Legion. Tortola. So no champions of Azeroth out here. I did complete the Alliance war effort, which is pretty cool. I don't have a need for an axe. So where do I turn this thing in? I don't think it's anywhere out here. I guess it's just showing me possibilities. It's Champions of Azeroth. So that would be Bronzebeard, right? Bronzebeard in Silithus. Bronzebeard in Silithus. Bronzebeard in Silithus. This afternoon, I might not stream. I might take my race car, fill it up with gas, take it through emissions, and then go get my license plate renewed for another year. That might be what I do this afternoon. Unless it rains. It's supposed to rain. If it's supposed to rain, then let's see if Bronzebeard is where I turn this quest in. Might not be. I didn't even look around in Borealis. Nope. But while I'm here, let's see, he'll be the one.
Cries out in pain.
He'll be the one to he's got some shoulders that I can get whenever I hit Exalted. Not gonna happen for
Remember
a
your duty.
long time. Not gonna happen for a long time. Exalted with Champions of Azeroth? That'd be awesome. Not for a long time. Alright, so then I probably turn it in here somewhere. Straight ahead. On the ship. Oh, I need that guy up there. I thought he was 7th Legion. Who are you? Jewel crafting. Okay. I will be back in a second. He is 7th Legion.
I serve the night.
So, this was the 7th Legion?
You shall see the legion's end.
Just says Alliance war effort, so.
Fatal horns. Akor Palemos Ufa.
Alright. My Heart of Azeroth is now 18. So it's 344. And as soon as I reach Revered here, then I can get 15 more eye levels to here. Be 359. That'd be cool. Now what's this jewel crafting? This stuff is all new right here. Engineering, enchanting, portal trainers. All of this is new. Alchemy and herbalism. Jewel crafting and inscription. Wait a minute. If there's a herbalism, where's the mining? Cooking and fishing.
Ishnu Yabiab.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Took those right out of the bank. Not sure what you want. Blacksmithing and mining. I can get minerite. Is there a mailbox down here? I guess. So I should turn on mailboxes. Let's see what jewel crafting wants.
Need help?
This is all part of the war effort, and I don't think I have 15 of these. Pretty sure I don't.
Be careful.
This is all contributing to the war effort. I'm not seeing any mailboxes down here anywhere. I missed. I missed. I missed. Closest mailbox is here. How much ore did it want? 50 or 60? Oh yeah, I moved my escape button. I'll send 60 because I can't remember what the number was. I need to log these guys in anyway to keep the rested bonus going. Might get back to my warlock. If it's raining this afternoon, I'm not going out. I'll do it tomorrow. I moved escape. Moved escape from my pinky finger over to my pointing finger. Remember, keep your health above 0 while lowering your enemy's health to 0. Works every time. Real funny. Real funny guy. Where's the mining? The mining guy. Tailoring. Mine.
Great to meet you.
It was 60. Ooh, that's lots of artifact power. Very nice. These are new. And it must be the war effort to open Mythic Plus raids, because Mythic is open. So it must be the
Oh, fancy some bits and bobs?
bits and bobs, bits and bobs, bits and bobs, bits and bobs.
Appreciate your patronage.
Appreciate your patron. Let's go and scrap these. More stuff to send to my druid. Oh, I had some more. Wrong button. I need the jump button. Jump, jump. Bits and bobs. Excuse me.
Browse at your leisure.
Okay. It's probably a little overkill in the amount of food I took to the raid, but yeah. I think it was 15 of these. The jewel crafting quest wanted 15 of these. Jewel crafting is so...
Exotic goods arriving daily.
I've got to find out where Kraken's Eye comes from. Maybe I can get these when I hit 125 in jewel crafting. But the Kraken's Eye... Hey. I don't know where the Kraken Eye comes from. Something I'm gonna have to Google, I think. Can't stop tracking that one. Be glad when it times out.
Hey there.
Hey there. Might have to kill some boss somewhere in Mythic or in raids or something to get a Kraken's Eye. To make my intellect jewel. Something like that. I did 6.3K. In that last fight. AoE. It was an AoE fight. How'd I do against Bone Picker? 5.2. Earth Shot. So that's the way it's supposed to look in a standstill fight. I didn't cast my fire elemental because I used my primal earth elemental as a tank. How long was this fight? 47 seconds. I can do almost 8K when the fire elemental's out, but he's only out for 30 seconds. All right, I got an upgrade. Got an upgrade. Another purple. So now my weakest piece is this. The boat cloak. But it's got my stats on it. Haste and versatility. Now I'm up to 333. I think it's the only 320 piece I've got left. Yep. It's my weak link, my cape, which was the first piece I got. The first piece I got that was above 300. All right. I'll just leave them here. Escape's over here now. I keep forgetting that. Let's go pick some flowers. Go pick some flowers. Okay, let's go take care of that too. Keep these guys working. If they're gonna follow me, they gotta be working like me. Did I get the bonus? Did I get the bonus? Yes. 225 total rep. This one is Orders of Embers, Proudmoore Admiralty. Let's take the short one. That's a long time. So let's do this one. Let's send a dwarf. Wow. Let's just send everybody. Get a 170% chance to get another 100. Rep is good. Rep gets you stuff. Do I have my 320 cloak yet? No, I don't. I've got a 245 cloak. I don't know what my stats are, but what's a shadow priest stats? Or a priest stats? What are priest stats? I can't wear it till I'm 120 anyway. I'm 119, so yeah, there's that. But let's go pick some flowers. I could use lots of anchorweed.
Adam's favour, friend. Say
I was 9 short on the anchorweed that I sent to Starlight. She's in my guild. I had all the materials to make 3 flasks except 9 anchorweeds. So let's go find some anchorweeds. There's some star moss. Let's start over on here. Some more star moss over here. There's some river bud upriver. Some more river bud. We're gonna have to fight a bird to get it. Poor guy stuck underground. Hillborn Saurolus. He's a lizard stuck in the ground. Whoa. Poor Mr. Lizard stuck in the ground. So how do I get up? Go up this way. Somebody else out picking flowers, maybe? Nope, he's a miner. Nope, he's picking flowers. Hey. We got underwater birds. He's stuck. Pretty funny though. Why'd that disappear? I guess they... Uh-oh. Oh, for a minute there everything froze. That wasn't good. At least I thought everything froze. Both of those things disappeared that were over here. Maybe it was respawn time. There's a respawn timer and everything goes poof and new stuff appears somewhere else. Don't know how that stuff works. That poor bird stuck underwater back there is pretty funny. Didn't seem to care. Wasn't drowning or anything. Alright. Now I see something. Now I don't. Did you see that? Something's bugged. When I'm on the other side of the river, I see stuff on this side of the river. And when I come over to this side of the river, it's gone. It despawns. See, I see that. Okay, this side of the river it stays. Opposite side of the river it disappears. I need anchorweed. Of course, the riverbud and winter's kiss, those are important too, but I really could use some anchorweed. There was a lot of anchorweed out that day that I had the quest for anchorweed. This stuff goes... Those go to Wispy, those go to Wispy. Wispy's my alchemist. What was that? Tyragonda owl? That's one big owl. And owls are nocturnal. Alright, the biggest state's over there. Let's go back. There was something ahead of me. Sirens, pollen. I've already got some of that, right? Yep. River bud down by the river. In bee territory. All right. Another river bud. Don't see the river bud. I'm out of here. All right. I want to go. Do I want to go up here? Some more siren stuff. But I want anchorweed. I think my best shot for anchorweed is down here to the left. I came up the river, I'll go down the trail. Up the river, down the trail. Oh. Not sure I ever noticed that before. I guess anchorweed's something I ought to look up on Google. Place where it spawns the most likely to spawn. Not that I can't use this stuff, I can. But I want anchorweed. Oh, I'm not where I thought I was. Guess I need to cross the river. No. Oops, what's that down there? Riverbud. See, the road and the river stay so close together over here. I think I'm gonna cross. Sorry, Mr. Giant Owl. You're supposed to be sleeping. And it disappeared. Did you see that? It disappeared right in front of my face. It disappeared. Disappeared right in front of my face. Where did I pick up all that anchorweed the other day? Starting to think it was down here. I don't know. You gonna disappear on me? Nope. disappeared. Some of them disappear, some of them don't. Let's go back up. It's really weird behavior. Splinterbark Roost. Ooh. There's usually lots of stuff around bridges. Ooh, there's some platinum for miners. There's a fishing hole. Nothing around this bridge. Okay. Sea stalks. But I want anchorweed. I think it was along this road I found lots of anchorweed. I could be wrong. More sea stalks. Hey guys, just passing through. I hope picking flowers doesn't bore you guys to death. Yeah. Hi Jenny, how you doing, Jenny? George, with a J, are you keeping a good eye on your daughter over here? Because looks like you're just drinking and looking out over the water. I wonder if this is a good fishing spot. There's people fishing here. I have to try to remember that. I fish for salmon. Salmon are used in making the big banquet feasts. Wait a minute. Let's try this treasure chest. Just a couple of siren songs. Nothing exciting. You probably think I'm trying to level up my herbalism. Well, I'm not. Because my herbalism is maxed already. 150. But I do send the materials to my alchemist, who isn't maxed yet. Alright. You sure this is what you want, Piggy? Guess he was sure that's what he wanted. Just another siren song. between me and more piggies. But this isn't what I want. I want anchorweed. I don't know where anchorweed comes from. No clue. I just know I get lucky sometimes and find something. That's a giant snake. I don't think I want to fool a giant snake, do I? Nah. Don't want to fool with giant snake. What's over there? Sea stalks, sea stalks. I'm really just crossing the river. Come and get me, lizard. Come and get me, lizard. Go away, lizard. Thank you. What's on that island? What was on this island over here? Just more sea stalks. Alright, just don't get run over by the ships. Who needs a rowboat? All right. Just don't get too close to the big stuff. What's over there? Sea stalks. All right. Made it across the river. There's a road over here somewhere. There it is. I could go up the hill over there and get Winter's Kiss. Or I could... Eh. It's up above. It's a fisherman. Where's the riverbed? There it is. What's down there? Sea stalks. Ah. Two ways to go here. I'm gonna take this one. Ain't looking to get in your territory there, bud. Just passing through. Don't want to bug Mr. Big Turtle either. Just passing through. Just ignore me. Just passing through. Ooh, there's a glacier up ahead. Cool looking glacier. What's this treasure chest? I'm not here to clean up the resort. I'm here to pick flowers. Ooh, what's behind me here? Siren Sting. There it is. Right next to the treasure box. Almost missed it. Yep. Not here to pick up debris at the resort. There's probably siren sound all up in there. No. Winter's Kiss. I'm not here to do quests. I'm not here to pick flowers. What's up here? I'm not getting what I want though. Anchorweed. I want anchorweed. I'm headed down towards Freehold though. Those male elk are protective of their ladies. Don't blame them. I was always protective of my ladies. Star moss. It's not necessary. That wasn't necessary either. I want to go this way. Lions and tigers and bears, oh my. Sorry, bud. But I want this river, bud. Am I gonna bother you? Yep. Hitting the wrong button. Hitting the wrong button. Got my river bud. Something over here. Winter's Kiss.
It's too far away.
And another bear, huh? Sorry, bears. Don't mean to. You just kind of in my way. Another Winter's Kiss up the hill. It's just about time for midday break. I don't know how easy it is to get up the hill to get that. Let's see. Got it. Probably lots of winter kiss up here, but I'm still looking for anchorweed. You'd think there'd be anchorweed around pirates. And down here is a big old thing of pirates. Freehold. Pirates. Pirates. There's also the Freehold dungeon here. Sea stalks. There's the Freehold dungeon up there. Anchors away. We need anchorweed. Not finding anything. More sea stalks.
I know the names.
All the pirates are around the corner over here. Avoid the sharks. I've gotten 3 or 4 levels on this character. Probably about 3.
Not enough mana.
What do you mean not enough mana? Really?
My mana is low.
It is. Alright. I think time's up. No anchorweed. That's a Google search I'm gonna have to do. Figure out the best place to find anchorweeds. Oh, exit's over here now. I moved to exit. All right. Those of you who showed up early this morning, I hope you enjoyed my replay of last night's first guild raid. It was fun. It was nerve-wracking. I felt my blood pressure going up a few times. It was crazy. It was fun, but I'm taking midday break. Now, if it's raining, I'll be back. If it's not raining, then I'll be going out to fill up the old race car and go through emissions testing and then go get my license plate renewed for another year. I call it a race car. It's a 2010 Camaro supercharged with a racing suspension. About 680 horsepower, something like that. It's scary. But those of you who watch me on YouTube, those of you who subscribe to my YouTube, thank you very much. I'll see you in the next video.